Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general reading for the sign of Capricorn for the week of May 11th. And at this time, I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. Thank you. And of course, for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, also hitting the hype button as well. Wow, thank you. And of course, those lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from each and every one of you. Thank you so much for that. It certainly gives me hope and inspiration. And it lifts my week. I hope I do the same for you as well. It is so nice to know that you take time out of your busy day to do that for me. So I do appreciate you as well. So thank you. Going back to your happier place, more memories, better memories. Now this could be in a state of mind where you're just, spent some time or spending time with somebody that you haven't heard from in a long time. And it just takes you back to a much more peaceful time in your life. Now this could be something that you're meaning to do, or something has happened recently and it just sort of puts you back in that optimism. Anything can happen, anything you can do sort of attitude, which is very nice to be. And the High Priestess, very nice. Finding your inner strength, your power, your determination. And it looks like you got something on the go here for a lot of you. You're finding that when you tell yourself the truth, it changes you. So you're understanding and admitting to what it is that you want and now acting on it. You're not holding back anymore. You're realizing that it's time. Things have changed. You've changed. And your future is about to. Oh, look at that. Four of Rods. Get together. Happier times, happier places. Making time to celebrate life in its glory. Like this is a celebration, joy, happiness, marriage, community, homecoming. You just needed this get together so that it helped you to finalize in your mind what your next move is and how long it's going to take you to get going. But it's not going to take you long. You are really in that more content state. Joy, happiness, moving forward, and you're about to make a giant leap again. And the Ace of Cups, most definitely. Abundance, beauty, pleasure, passion. Wow. Look at the drive that you have. It's incredible to watch you. This is your judgment. You're using all the skills and knowledge that you have. You're looking very clearly at making a change. You're not putting on rose-colored glasses. You're not letting anybody sugarcoat you. You know already. You can see people for who they really are, who you can trust, who you can't. You're understanding that it's okay. You've come to the conclusion of, you're taking care of yourself now. So the universe is now pouring more happiness, joy, contentment, and fulfillment into your life. And you are ready for this to happen. And the Strength card, absolutely. I agree with that one for you. You are such a strong, determined individual. You have willpower, strength. You have inner strength as well. And you don't get influenced easy. You're focused. You know what it is that makes you content, happy, and fulfilled. And when you home in on that, nothing makes you change your mind. You're slow and steady like a rock, and you hold your ground. So you've now found your inner strength to make this next decision. And you're doing it really calmly. Like, wow, it's quite incredible to watch. And the Four of Swords. Yes, time for that rest, relaxation, stepping back from the chaos of the world and taking care of yourself. Rest, relaxation, meditation. Treat yourself, reward yourself, understanding that this is life. You need a little bit of TLC for yourself this week. Aw, 2 of Cups. It could be a marriage in the works, celebration, get together. There is a coming together of a very good connection, partnership, mutual respect. Like I said, this is a really good connection. You appreciate one another. You respect one another. You can finish each other's sentences. You just feel loved, desired, content, and home. So, wow. And the Tower. That's all right. You were ready. This is a sudden change. But it's okay. This is your awakening. You can see people, places, and things for who they truly are. And you had that epiphany moment, that inner strength, and realized where you needed to change for yourself. And you have already taken the steps for this. You started something all on your own from the ground up. And you will build something much bigger, stronger, and oh so much better for yourself. So the shortcoming of this will make a much longer, bigger future for yourself. And the Death card. That's all right. You have to let go of things from the past in order to step into the future. So this is definitely separating yourself from things. Endings, so this new beginning can start. You've changed. You've definitely transformed. And you can see the writing on the wall when something's going to end. And it's okay. It's an end of a cycle. It's time for you to start fresh, new, and know your steps. You're very much for that. You know what it is you want to do, how you want to change things in your life, and you don't backslide. When you see something, you correct it as best you can, and then you move forward with conviction. And that's what you're doing here. You're realizing people, places, and things in your life are about to leave it, and you're okay with it. You're not stressing or worrying about it. You know it's time that it's done. And the Hangman. See, you went within. You got help for yourself because you don't want to keep repeating old things in your life. You're realizing something in your life is done, finished, over with. This is Cole. Or she come to say hi. Give your cards her blessing. But with the Hangman, it helped you to realize something. You've seen something very clearly recently. You're no longer questioning it. You're letting go. You know that this is your enlightened period. You've followed your own dreams, your desires, your views on things have changed. You had that enlightened moment. You can see things very clearly, and then you move forward. So you're changing something, releasing, and no longer going to slide backwards anymore. You're understood something for what it really truly is, and you can release it. And the Seven of Cups, yes, see? It needs you to make that decision final. Take that chance. Move forward. Begin something new. And know that whatever you choose to do, you will do it. Because you have that personality about you of not letting go or giving in. These are opportunities, wishes that you want, things you've thought about. You did your searching. This is your daydream. And now you need to pick it up. Move it forward. Go forward with this. And understand that if you don't finally step into this dream that you desire, you won't. And it will move along down the line. And the Knight of Pentacles. So there's definitely travel plans in the future for you. You like to go to beaches, go camping, that sort of trips. You enjoy those much more than, sitting at a hotel somewhere where they got room service sort of thing. You like to just sort of enjoy the wilderness, nature in its finest, and you are feeling comfortable now that you can start the small things, start to enjoy yourself, allow yourself some comforts going forward. So if this is travel plans that you're thinking of doing, it is because you are comfortable, you're financially okay, you're understanding that, you planted the seeds, things are starting to take the right path for you. So as you go into this, you're going to enjoy yourself and letting go of that mindset that you don't have enough. Stressing, worrying about your finances, realizing that you are doing okay. Yes, there may have been some setbacks in your past, but you've also realized and learned from that. So you won't go back to, overspending, overindulging, because you realize what it takes to gather that back again. So this is you moving away from that sort of thing, that mindset. And this could be just in your mind as well, thinking that you don't have enough and, all that. So you're not trying to keep up with the Joneses anymore. You're realizing that you're doing your own path, your way, which helps you to release that anxiety about it and take that next step. Yeah, see, the shadow. Definitely stressing and over analyzing something all up in your head, coulda, woulda, shoulda's, and you are not sleeping correctly because of this. It's causing you some restless nights, to say the least, and you're realizing you need to stop that because it's not helping your health. So you're letting that go with the intentions of moving out of your head. Stop worrying about something that hasn't even begun to happen. So you're letting go of that sort of mindset and stepping into something much more in line with your desires. And the Page of Swords. So there you go. Yeah, there's a little bit of a storm warning here. Disagreements, blowouts, whatever you want to call them. And it's okay because there's some relationships in your life that you've needed to let go of for a while. You sort of bit your tongue. You never really said anything about it. But you're coming to the realization that that does not help you move forward. So now this is you charging forward, standing your ground, your decisions. You're not holding your tongue anymore. You're, speaking what is probably truthfully right on the money for many. And you fight fair, but you're no longer just being the whipping boy here. You're standing up for yourself, realizing that now you are the person in charge of this. So you're okay with relationships going their own way because you're no longer going to bend to their will. Yeah, see? The Moon card. Definitely going your own way. Understanding your inner strength is you. You're not fearing anything anymore. You're following your own inner dreams. You're making yourself a promise. You're taking care of yourself, your health, your wealth. You're picking a new path. You don't always get to choose how you grow up. I'll use that as an example. But you can change what you didn't like in your life. And that's what you're doing here. You're definitely taking care of your health. Cutting out bad behaviors within yourself, or what you class as bad behaviors: overeating, over drinking, substances, over worrying in some cases. And you're understanding that you're teaching others as you go forward. So you're owning that. You're picking this new path. You're definitely starting something fresh and moving away from stressful bad behaviors for yourself. Yeah. See? Definitely cutting things out of your life. People, places, and things. But you're okay with it because you're moving into such a more stronger conviction for yourself. Conflicts and disagreements you don't want to have any more part of. You're not trying to win at all costs. You're just standing up for yourself. You know, no more abusive relationships in any form in your life are allowed. So good for you for recognizing it and ending it, because that's the hardest part to do, because that can be abuse in any form. Family, friends, jobs, relatives. Oh, the world sometimes, I tell you. But you are letting that go and doing you for a change. Beautiful. 6 of Pentacles. Definitely doing you. Giving and receiving, because you do give a lot. People don't really realize how much you actually sacrifice and give to others. And they just get used to it. But this is you giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, and finally accepting it back as well. Not that it's a sort of weakness. It's just people are trying to show respect back to you. So you're opening up into accepting it instead of going, no, thank you. You're being okay with giving and receiving in its true form. All right, and your oracle card. Walk away from dishonest association. Realizing what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.